The show where there are no penalties, nothing is offside, and everything is fair game. This is The Gloves Are Off.
Welcome to the set of The Gloves Are Off. I'm your host, Carly Agro, and joining me on set after a big win last night is Coach Brian Curran. Welcome.
Well, it feels good. I mean, do or die. So
do or die.
I mean, really, what else was it? We didn't win. We were really having a conversation a lot earlier today, but
yeah,
good for that. It's good to be on and good to be back with the coach.
See? We've got another incredible coach in our presence today. This is the newly named ACAC Men's Basketball Coach of the Year. Peter Samba from Lakeland is in the house. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to start things off actually with you, Coach, because an exciting weekend for your team, sweeping your first opening series. Now, you maintain this undefeated record at home, but what did this weekend mean to you being Coach of the Year and having a great weekend on the court?
Oh, the Coach of the Year thing is just an individual award, and I don't really pride myself in individual awards, but for the growth of my team, our team is just incredible. Our kids have grown as people and they've grown as a team, so I'm really happy in the direction that they're moving.
See, Brian's such a humble coach. You're the same. I have a feeling if you know, very
well, I tell you one thing, just make sure that you get that in your resume, because I have, I'm not trying to overshadow. I had three of those Coach of the Year stuff, and they really, you know what, I couldn't have said it any better. It just doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
They might look good on your resume, but that's about it.
And
hopefully it gets you something else down the road. But it's a great thing to make a difference with your kids.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. Well, I want to talk about, Brian, your best of 5 series now, because we already know it was a do or die situation, but you've been talking about the fact that your team played their best hockey in the third period in game 2. So compare that effort then to last night's effort and what you're expecting tonight.
Well, it was a different type of game. In the third period in GP, it was a game of just domination, of hungry for the puck. Like, we beat them. We won all the one-on-one battles. We won the battles on the boards. We were blocking shots. We got to the puck first. They couldn't move. I think they were in our end for about 3 minutes. I mean, it was that dominating. The game last night that we played was not the same. We played better in GP, but the physical side of it, our guys played with all their hearts last night. Maybe not with all their hockey senses, but they played with their hearts, and they went out and they paid the price for each other. And it was fun to watch them play that, because you know what, if you're not going to win, you get to look at your final game and say, well, man, we left it out there, and I think our boys left it all out there last night.
Then, Coach, obviously we were in the presence of 2 great coaches. If you're in Brian's shoes tonight and you're going into this game, you have a chance to even out the series, maybe give Brian some locker room. What would be your pregame speech?
Well, first of all, I don't think Coach needs any help.
I'm putting you on the spot here.
In teaching them how to coach, but I mean, like Coach and I just talked about it, there's not much more that Coach and I can do.
Yeah.
It's up to the guys. It's up to the guys. We've prepared them the best we could. They're in the best shape that they'll possibly be in. So it's just a matter of them strapping it up and tying on the hockey skates and going out there and winning and getting it done.
Is that going to be hard for you though, Brian, almost looking into your play? Is it hard for you guys to look into your players' eyes and know that there's really nothing else more that you can do and then it's all about them?
Well, you know, the biggest thing as a coach, you try to train your guys is to get them mentally stronger and stronger and stronger. Because playoffs, obviously, if you've played sports, you know that the regular season playoffs are completely different. You know, the emotions are completely, you've got to control them. But what can you teach them right now is, well, you really need to be positive with them. But realize when they go out there that when they play the game, there's only one way they're going to be successful, and that's if they're all doing it together. I know those are cliches, but if they all bind together and they're tough together and they back each other up and they support each other, then you've got a team that's a real dangerous team, and they have to know they'll go through any wall for each other. And when you get that and they do it on their own, and the coach doesn't have to say anything, we get to sit back and whistle show tunes.
And I want to, while I have you guys here too, we obviously have this deadline coming up on Friday for the Bobcats. That's an emotional, for me it is anyways. I'm sorry, I'm not going to lie, there are emotions tied into this. The fact that this city, this community could lose this team. Peter, from your perspective, why should there be people out there stepping up to make a point to keep this team here?
I mean, this is a community team. And I always tell our kids, and I'm pretty sure Coach tells his kids, when it's family come together in time of crisis. So now it's time for us to come together as a city and support our hockey team, and let's keep our hockey team here in our city, not only for our community entertainment and also for the opportunity for the local kids to possibly make the Bobcats. But you know, coach's team has put us on the map as far as hockey's concerned, and we need to keep the team here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I look at it and it's a little disappointing. I'll say it now. I mean, it's not like we've had anybody running up. We've had hundreds of people say, no, we got to keep the Bobcats here. We can't lose them, and we can't do this. And you know, until it's gone, you don't realize what you lose.
Yeah. And
you lose the community involvement, and you lose the relationship in the schools with the young kids who really they love when our boys go read to them and stuff like that. You lose the Garon bus lines of the world who serve, they don't survive off us, but we're a big client.
Right.
And all the other businesses that support us in so many different ways, it's gone. And you know, Wayne Russell's done an incredible job of keeping it here, and I think people have to understand that two things. Wayne took quite a bit of a hit while he had his tenure of owning the team, but the numbers are completely different now in this last season, and much more affordable and much more to look forward. Right. I'd be excited about having it because we're going in a real good direction. But, you know, it really is up to people to step forward, and I know that's a lot to ask, but, you know, if you want the team here, you've got to come up with it.
You've got to come up now. Okay, well, we have to take a commercial break now, but before we do go, just keep in mind that city deadline is March the 4th. If you need any more information or you have questions for us, even email me at theglovesareoff@newcap.ca or check out our Facebook page and maybe drop us a comment. Stay tuned, though. We will get back to Dump and Change when we return.